Hey guys and chat, welcome to Biggie D's Arcade. We're going to be streaming my Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet tonight. I'm using my dual DJI mics. I've got one mic set up by the upper speaker, so hopefully you guys are hearing that gameplay. And then I've got one on my shirt here, clipped to my shirt, so you should be able to hear me speaking as well. Also using my Sony Vlog camera. So hopefully the picture's good, the colors look good. And then you guys can see in the back there, I've got X-Men running on the iArcade. Got Punisher up running on my Marvel Superheroes. And we've got my Marvel vs. Capcom lit wall marquee there in the back. Just kind of set the scene for tonight and this gameplay. So let's say hi to everyone who's in the chat. It looks like Thor KC is here, Calvin Wong, Cyan Spirits, and Jason. Jason's saying the sound is good on his end, so that's good to hear. Maybe I've finally got this figured out because I've been, trying to get my laptop to work and I just can't get it to work. So I'm back to the desktop again for this, and that may be the way I have to go because the sound, I think, is better on a desktop than my underperforming laptop. All right, cool. So let's get playing. And I'll check my phone periodically for the chats and stuff. I know Cyan Spirits had a question about the 4KP pinball. We're getting $100 off on the just the regular 4K pinball, no SSF kit. Get $100 off, but then you got $100 shipping. I mean, it's nice because we haven't seen any savings at all since those released. So I do like the savings. Is it enough to make me want to buy? If I was going to buy, I'd probably get the SSF kit because you're getting $250 off that total. So I'd be more in line to get the SSF kit pre-installed now. So we'll see what happens next week. There's still, I think, some more deals and sales that we're going to hear about before next week or on NOD, the start of NOD. So this is just a preview, and I'm glad to see they've already got 4KP pinball savings and discounts already, and it's across the whole line of cabinets. So it's the entire 4K line, and I like that. All right, so let's get started. Let's play some Marvel vs. Capcom 2. All right, so I'm online, guys. I'm connected via Wi-Fi. I have not tried to hardwire this yet. Like for the stream, I'm hardwiring my PC to stream this, but I'm not hardwiring or plugging in an Ethernet cable to this tonight. So our online matches will be through Wi-Fi. So let's go through the games list. Let's start here at the far right, which are like your console games. Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems, I believe, was a Super Nintendo game. And then we've got X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, Super Nintendo game. And I remember this one very well, actually. I really like the artwork on the box that came with this game and the cartridge. Is it a good game? I don't know. I've really not played it much. These two I may play very little. Really, it's about the fighting games. So we've got X-Men Children of the Atom, which I have on my Marvel Superheroes, but this one's online compatible, online ready. Also Marvel Superheroes, same case there. X-Men vs. Street Fighter I've been playing on my Raspberry Pi and playing on my Coin-Ops with my @games. But this will be a good opportunity to actually play it on an Arcade1up for the first time. Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, same thing with it. And then we get Marvel vs. Capcom, which we saw Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet by Arcade1up, as well as an X-Men vs. Street Fighter. But the marquee game on this is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And that's the one that I would say, I've played all these online. I think the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is the one that's the worst online. It is still playable, though, and we'll see that tonight. So let's just jump right into Marvel vs. Capcom 2. We'll see who's playing online right now. So you've got the choice of US East, US West, UE Europe, OC Australia. Let's go from the bottom Australia. I don't think many people use this room. So there's no one in there. Let's go next to Europe, see if anyone's in there. I don't think anyone uses this room either. Nobody in there. Normally, I just jump right to US West or US East. So let's see what's in West. No one in there. So we'll check now East. There should at least be 1 or 2 games going on in there, I would think. And there are. So we've got 3 games going on right now. We've got in space number 1 a match going on, space number 4 a match going on, and space number 2 there's a person waiting. And he's only a level 3, but he's got it locked out. So I can't even join him. So what I can do is I can go into a game myself. I could say that there's no code for the room. Basically just leaving it blank. That way it's available to anyone who wants to join. And we'll just play some single player and hopefully someone will join in. I'll check the chat now. Got 7 people watching. Science Spirit says, cool. He's also saying, I still need to pick up this cab. Dude, I love the ambience of your game space. Those signs are nice. Yeah, I think the signs are a great addition. They're kind of expensive at $100, but I think they're worth it. The lighting and just gives you like that arcade feel. Definitely recommend these. I've got 4 of them, and I would probably buy more of them if they weren't $100 a piece. Marine 50's here as well. Good evening programs. I'm also going to be sitting down. I normally will raise my cabinets up a few inches using some furniture risers. All these have that, but this one's just sitting on the riser on the ground. So I'm sitting down in a stool playing right now. And we did have someone join. So we're actually going to play an online match here, guys. I do like Spider-Man. Let's see. There's so many characters, and I'm just not very good at this yet. I need to get better. So I play through all these characters and learn them. But I do like Dan. I put Dan on the thumbnail because I like this character in Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. I really like him in that game. And I also like him in Street Fighter 3. Turn the volume up a little. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I should have switched out my character there rather than using that special. I know that special move for Spider-Man. This guy's a level 3 and he's kicking my butt right now. Maximum spider. Maximum spider. Ah, he got me.
Don't mess with the kid.
I just can't believe it.
We'll play him again if he wants to play again. But you guys can see it's very playable. You know, I guess if you're like expert level, you're going to notice some lag or something. And also, it is based on the person you're playing. Like right now, he's got a 54, 64 millisecond connection. That's pretty good. You know, if you see people in the hundreds, you're probably not going to have a very good game with them. But as long as they're equal to you, like mine's right now 46, which is really good. His is 49. That's really good. So we'll get Jill from Resident Evil. And let's go with Ken. And who else? I'm going to try to get good with Colossus. Because I liked him in X-Men Children of the Atom, but don't have much experience with him in Marvel vs. Capcom. So I'm gonna try and get better with that character.
Come on!
Who will survive?
Cannon drill! Yeah! Come on!
I've got the volume on 3.
Come on!
If you go much louder, it's way too loud.
You're finished! Cannon drill!
What I like about this game is every character is really different. Like, there's not a lot of similarities in each character.
Cannon fight! Lock on!
Dang, this guy's just way better than me. I definitely need to practice. Or I'm gonna lose a lot on mine. Yeah, so that's 2 losses against this guy, and it wasn't even close. So we'll jump out of this game, just hit the like button, go ahead and leave this. And here's a level 1. Let's see, or no, he's a level 9, never mind. I'd like to play one of these level 1, level 2, so we can go in and spectate these guys. They're playing. And then I'll check the chat while we watch a spectate of this match. Marine 50, good evening programs. Good to see you, Marine 50. Kelvin Wong says, I hope you've been practicing. I have not. Very, I would say, rookie right now in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I have very little experience with this game. See if I can get on the screen a little better for you guys.
Showtime!
The battle for survival begins.
Engage! Web ball! Web ball!
So we're spectating right now an online match.
What's your job? Web ball!
And you can see there's not much lag. Everything's running pretty
Web
smooth.
swing!
Now this does not have rollback. This new Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which was announced over the week, which is coming out for PlayStation 4, Switch, Steam, that's going to have rollback. So it should play better than this. But right now, this is the only way you can play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 online with an arcade one currently. Silent Spirits is saying I got a killer deal on this cabinet. Absolutely, I did. $350. We'll talk about on Sunday. There's some big channels that are coming out of the woodwork talking about Arcade1up all of a sudden. A lot of them own this Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet. They're talking about the new announcement of the fighting collection, and they're talking about this thing being $600. How it was a bad buy at $600. I bought it for $350, so almost half of what others bought it for. So I can see how they feel upset about what they paid, but I feel like I got a killer deal on this. Everything you're getting, the cabinet, the marquee looks amazing. you know, Joe Zabos would improve this somewhat because some of these images are low-res images, and you can kind of see it up close. But other than that, the colors look great. The logos look good. You know, I probably won't even do a Joe Zabos marquee for this. And it's got this new slanted game deck as well, and I'm liking that. I've not had the slanted game deck before on an Arcade1up, and it's nice. You know, it's a nice feature, I think, to slant the game deck. So we're just spectating here a rank of 1 and 2. So we're gonna jump out of the spectate mode now and see if we can find another game for me to jump into. Now that I have this zoomed in, you guys can probably see this a little better now. All right. So still nothing really going on in this lobby. I'm 4 wins, 5 losses right now. 340 points to 500. I'm level 1. So moving up in the ranks. Now, Marvel vs. Capcom. This game has got a large number of people playing online. Like this, I haven't even jumped in yet, but I'm guessing there'll probably be at least 3 or 4 games going on. You have the choice of Danger Room 1, Danger Room 2. So let's check out Room 1. And here we go. We've got 4 games going on. Here's a level 15 waiting on a game. Here's a level 4. We'll go check out this level 4, join him. This game does play very good. I could say this one needs very little improvement. You can kind of see already how snappy everything is and how it's moving with, you know, hardly any lag if there's any. All right, I'm gonna be Spider-Man and Ryu.
Ready. Fight!
There's 2 people spectating us right now. And he's got those combos down. There we go. It's 2-on-1 now, but he's got full life. Both my guys are pretty... Yeah, see, it didn't take him long to kill Spider-Man. He got me. But I feel good that I even got one of his characters. And let's do a rematch with him.
Here comes a new challenger. Select your hero.
Captain Commando. And Venom.
Ready. Fight! First attack! Maximum level. Maximum level.
Almost dead.
You
Well, see, I got both these guys down pretty far. So I'm going to give this one more shot. One more rematch.
select your hero.
I think I was doing good with Captain Commando. Just need to find someone I'm strong with for a second. I'm going to try Strider.
Strider, hear you. Dynamite.
Hold it.
Ready. Fight! Attack! Air combo! Level 2 danger! Maximum level! Danger! Maximum level! Danger!
No! Get out of there. He got me.
You win!
So that's 3 losses in a row. Probably not wise to keep playing him. Not until I get better. So we'll jump out of that. But you can see there's a lot of games going on right now. Let's jump in that other room and see how many are in there. Danger room 2. Nobody in there. So all the action's going to be in that room 1, but it was almost full. Let's go check out Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter now. Let's see if there's anyone online on any of these games. Danger room 1 and 2. So we've got 1 game going on in there. We go to room 2. See if there's any action. Nope. So it looks like people are just selecting whatever the first room is, and everyone's matching up in there. This is X-Men versus Street Fighter. We got quite a bit of action going on in here. It looks like 2 people waiting for games. So, oh, he just jumped out. So really my only option is to play this level 10, which it looks like he just joined that match. So I'll just jump in a room here and we'll wait for someone to join us. And checking the chat now. Science Spirit says online people spend hours and hours practicing. Yeah, that's one of the, I guess, bummers with the online play is if you're not really good, you're probably not going to have a lot of fun. You definitely probably have to practice and get better because these people are putting in a lot of time and they're getting really good at these games. All right, so we got someone to play now. Cool. That didn't take long. All right, so this is X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Eliminated!
Keep this.
Ready. Fight!
Or is this Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter? I can never tell. See, I don't really know what I'm doing here.
Win!
Like, I played with Cammy in Street Fighter 2, but don't really know her moves in this one too well. But we'll give that another shot. I did seem to know Ryu's moves, so we'll stick with him. We'll try Juggernaut.
Ready. Fight!
I got his life down pretty far there. Just he's got my number here. Let me give him one more shot here. See if I can get at least one win. Let's switch it up. Go with Ken. And then we'll go with Road.
Ready. Fight!
There we go. Got a special move on him. Get out of there. Get out. There you go.
Get ready. Power drink. やったぜ。行くぜ。Here you go.
Spectating barrage.
やったぜ。行くぜ。
There we go. Yeah.
昇竜拳。昇拳。
Oh, come on. Yeah, got a win, baby.
やったぜ。
Against a level 10. So that's a pretty big accomplishment. And see, he has 32 milliseconds. I do too. I'm going to jump out of that after a long match there. I'm not going to play him right after that, after a win. I'm just happy I got a win. Live on stream. I do like that X-Men versus Street Fighter. I think that's a good one. Plays very good online. So for a second here, we'll just spectate this match. See what the chat's saying.
Good.
All right. Science Spirit says, are you going to pick this up on console PC too and do a comparison? Yeah, I'm definitely going to get the fighting collection. I have the Street Fighter one, and I have the Beat 'em Up Capcom collection. I'll get this one as well. Calvin Wong say try cable, no lag. There's lag in the Marvel vs. Capcom 2. There's very little in the other games. Like this one I just played was perfect. I didn't experience any lag at all. In Marvel vs. Capcom 2, it is playable. Like I'm having fun with it online. It's just, if I'm gonna be really competitive, I'm gonna play these other games because they're perfect. So let's jump out of this one, X-Men versus Street Fighter. And let's go to Marvel Superheroes now and see what's going on online for it. We've got one person waiting. He's a level 12, so we'll just fight him. All right, so this is way different. This is a much older game than these other ones we were just playing. You only have one character to choose, and there's only how many to choose from here? 10. I had this on my Marvel Superheroes cabinet. My experience was just playing this single player. I'm playing online now. Kind of cool. First time playing this online. Man, this guy knows what he's doing. I know you collect these gems and you use them. I just don't remember all the moves. See, I've got the reality stone right now. I think you press all 6 buttons at once to use it. Is that right? Can't remember.
No sweat.
But yeah, that guy's just sitting there waiting for someone to come play him. I see why. He just kicked my ass. Let's try one more time though. Maybe it was the character I chose. We'll go with Spider-Man this time. Her boobs bounce around a lot on this. Oh, he's just not even playing right now, so maybe I'll get a win just for free. I don't know what that's about. Maybe they had to step away. It's good practice though. I can learn how to use these gems. I just used one. The space one. Life recovery. I know that maximum spider move pretty well. Alright, so they're not even playing. We'll jump out of there. And let's check out Children of the Atom. Now, of all these fighters, a lot of people will say Children of the Atom's the best one. A lot of people grew up playing this game. I remember it very well when it released. It was a really popular arcade game. There's no one in the online lobby right now, so I'm just going to jump in, play some single player. Hopefully someone will join me. Science Spirit says, I wish they'd do a new pixel art game like this again. I like the jiggle physics, LOL. Yeah, the animations and everything in this game, I guess call them sprites, look really good. It's just a very colorful, well done game. All these Capcom fighting games are. They're very unique. They're not anything like Mortal Kombat or Killer Instinct. They're almost look like a comic book when you're playing it. It's really cool. So see how many people are playing online, guys? I just jumped into a match. No one was in the lobby. And we've already got someone to play here. I think. No, nobody jumped in. That was just the computer. Spiral. I like this character.
Dancing sword.
Oh, I'm invisible. See that? You just kind of see my outline. I'd have to look at the year this game came out. I'm thinking 96, if I just guess it. But it's hard to imagine this game coming out that long ago, because it still looks pretty good today. So Spiral can become any of the characters. Pretty cool power. Computers just wanting to block everything. It doesn't look like we're going to get anyone to jump into Children of the Atom. It looks like one person's watching though. Maybe they'll join in.
Round one. Fight!
Oh, here we go. We got Challenger. I accidentally picked Wolverine, but that's okay.
Round one.
So it took what, like 3 or 4 minutes for someone to join? Not too bad.
Tornado claw. Real claw.
Just keeps using that same fireball.
Round two.
So I gotta get in close.
Real claw. Tornado. Real claw. Real claw. Barrage. Tornado claw. Real claw.
Woo. See? It's bullshit.
Real claw.
You win.
Wolverine, I think, is the easiest character to use in these games. It's almost like cheating, because his special moves are so easy.
Tornado claw. Real claw. Real claw. Real claw. Barrage. Tornado claw.
Come on.
Tornado claw. Real claw. Real claw. Real claw.
No!
Real claw. Real claw. Real claw.
Yeah, look at that. That was so close. I had just very sliver of life left. But I made it. I won. I'm gonna jump out. I don't want to fight them again. They were a level 2, so they weren't that great. All right. So we'll check the chat here. We'll look at these console games just for the sake of the stream, so you guys can see what these are. This game was made in '94. X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, I think is what this is called. See, it's got the old school Capcom, Super Nintendo. Let's see what the chat's saying here. Oh, Julio's here. Good to see you, Julio. He's saying, hey, Biggie D. Kelvin Wong says, I know Rogue could absorb other people's powers in the comics, not in this game. I didn't know that about Rogue. I know she, if kisses someone, she can take their power or something like that. But I think I was using that move when I was playing X-Men versus Street Fighter. Kelvin Wong says, maybe it's John D playing you. LOL. John D, I'm sure he plays this. John D is he's a big fan of these games. And I'm sure he has one of these cabinets in his house, and he probably plays it from time to time. Julio says, at Jason going to enjoy some gameplay. Let's see how good Biggie D is. Jason's saying, at Julio, he's got more practice than me, LOL. And Julio saying, same here. I'm not the greatest at this game, but I used to love playing it at the arcade. That's how I am. I'm not really good at these games, but I enjoy playing them. And you can always get better with practice. And that's the good thing about having this online is if you want to sit here and play this, you know, every day, you'll get better. There's plenty of people playing online. So let's check out this console game here. We won't play it for long, just about 5 minutes, just so you guys can see what it's like. So you got a mission mode, a training mode, and a password. I guess that password so you can skip missions, because we didn't have memory cards back then. We'll get through all this. But I do like the graphics in this game, and I remember this growing up as a kid. I always thought this was a cool game. Even though it wasn't like the most fun, I thought the characters being the X-Men and the graphics and everything looked really good. So Beast is on the X-Men 97 artwork for the Arcade1up X-Men 97 cab. People were asking, you know, why is he on there? Well, he's in this game, and I think he's got some... he's one of the third characters on Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So not one of your primary two, but like that third backup. He's one of those. This game, it's just punch, jump, and that's it. It's just 2 buttons, jump and punch. So it's just like a side-scrolling beat 'em up. Pretty repetitive, I would think, if you're just, you know, playing this on an arcade. And it's not like a Punisher beat 'em up where you can move around. It's like you can just go left and right. So I guess the trick there is to duck and hit. So there it is. I'm sure it's a deep game and probably play this for a little while and beat it, but I probably will never do that. Probably just play it from time to time. War of the Gems. This was made in '96. Another, I think this was Super Nintendo as well. Music's great, Julio says. Jason's saying fighters are not my genre of choice, but I enjoy them from time to time, really old school. Yeah, my fighting cabinets, I have Killer Instinct, which I haven't been playing a lot. But Marvel vs. Capcom has always been one of my favorite fighting games, and I just like Capcom games in general. So this will be a cabinet that gets a lot of playtime. Whereas Killer Instinct really doesn't get that much. I'm just not as big of a fan, I guess. It's not that Killer Instinct's a bad game or KI plays bad on the Arcade1up. It's just I'm not as big of a fan of that game. Like I almost enjoy playing the Battletoads more. Alright, what am I doing here? Okay, I can pick my stage, I guess, or what? Okay, here we go. Hulk's pretty funny looking here. And I'm fighting Hulk. Got the Hulk smash. Everyone always kind of questioned Arcade1up why they put console games on this arcade cabinet. And I can kind of see why. I mean, it's just, if you're going to play these, you probably wouldn't play them, you know, on this cabinet. It's not ideal. A lot of people are speculating and really hoping that Arcade1up can bring the Punisher to this cabinet now that they have it on that fighting collection. Some people believe or hope that they can do an update to this, like a customer-wide update that'll send the Punisher to this cabinet, giving us an additional game. If you guys remember, they did that with Outrun. They added a game. I think it was Rad Race or something like that. So that is possible. I don't know how likely that is that they would ever do that, throw in Punisher. But one thing is, I know John D wanted to do digital downloads, and maybe they can eventually get into that, where they could offer the Punisher as a digital download for 10 or 15 bucks or something. That may give them enough incentive to bring the Punisher to this cabinet if they could make some money off of it. All right, so we're back on Marvel vs. Capcom 2 now. We can just see there's some rooms here already playing. We got 3 rooms going. I'm just going to jump into my own. Hopefully someone will join us. We'll play some more MVC2. It's pretty incredible, though, to think that they were able to get this game playing on this little board. Because, it's just a same PCB that all the other Arcade1up's have. I think this one may have a fan on it. But other than that, it's definitely underpowered for this game. Kind of incredible they were even able to get it to work. So there's that spiral we were just playing on Children of the Atom. Let's try that one out, or her out, I think. A lot of characters to learn here. You gotta find the ones you're best with. So when you're playing single player, I'm not playing anyone online right now, it plays really good. I don't see any issues during single player. This is a game I tried to get to run on my Raspberry Pi 4, and I couldn't get it to run. So it's nice having it on this cabinet, even for single player. Because I never really got a chance to play this one a lot. These characters from Darkstalkers, like Felicia.
Go, buddy.
Plenty of room on this game deck for your hands and your wrists. That's one of the things I like the most about this new game deck. The slanted game deck is I got a lot of room here for my hands and wrists. It kind of comes out a little farther on the sides, giving you a little bit more room, and that makes all the difference. The only thing I wish they would have done with this cabinet is did the diamond plate rather than this graphite artwork for the game deck. I was thinking, you know, if you get the X-Men 97 cabinet, I think the X-Men 97 game deck would fit into this cabinet. And you could then sell the X-Men 97 with this game deck, the graphite. And that may be better for people because some people like having the riser. The riser makes it a little more stable. Like, I like the riser. It's never been a big deal for me to have it, the deluxe look.
The battle for survival begins.
So when this first released, the online was not playable, I think, at all. And then they were able to get it ready and playable, but at first it was just this stage only, the desert. And then they were eventually able to get all the stages working. But I couldn't imagine paying $600 for this and only being able to play this stage. That would drive me up the wall. I see a lot of people talking on Reddit and stuff about regretting maybe some Arcade1up purchases. I'll tell you guys, if you don't pay full price and you shop the deals, you'll never regret any of your purchases. All of my home arcades that I bought them at a significant savings. And there was someone in the room there with me, and I guess I was fighting them, and he left mid-game. People can do that. But yeah, so people are regretting their purchases, and I'll tell you why. It's because they're paying full price for their Arcade1up, for instance. You know, if you get your Arcade1up at $200 off or $300 off, like I've done with almost all mine, actually every single one of mine I've gotten a very good price on. I've not regretted any of these. Even if I play them hardly at all, I don't regret it because I didn't pay hardly, you know, half the price or a little over half the price. We got a challenger, so we're going to play online in VC2 here, guys. So we're going to pick Spiral. We'll do Hulk. And I'm going to do all Marvel characters. I'm going to do Iceman. Looks like they did all Marvel too. It's almost like you feel obligated to get one Capcom character every time. or no, their character Hayato. I think that's a Capcom character.
Let's rock. Let's rock. Ice beam.
So this Iceman, see, opponent left the room. So they're joining and then they're leaving mid-match. That's annoying. I don't like that they can do that, but I guess they should get a penalty or something like, or a timeout for leaving matches. And I don't think they have any penalty. See what chat's saying tonight. Got 11 watching, so that's cool. Good to see everybody in the chat hanging out. Just playing a little MVC2 on the Arcade1up. With all the MVC news we've been getting, perfect timing to break this out and share it.
Capcom 2. New Age of Heroes.
Carlo's in the chat now. Good to see you, Carlo. He says this runs the RK3399. He knows the exact model. Science Spirit says John D told Mike B that they can't put Punisher on 1-ups because they're classified as toys and they don't have the ratings like games. Okay, that makes sense. I wonder how they got past that the first time though on, you know, Marvel superheroes. Maybe because it wasn't online. Maybe it being online, they ran into some problems with getting Punisher on here. Mike Hawkhurts is here. He says, now we can take MVC2 for a ride, buy it for the Switch. I'll probably get it for Steam to play it on my ALU via OTG mode, and then I'll probably get it for my Switch just to play it on the go. Carlos saying it's been tough breathing here with allergies and the heat. I can only imagine it's worse for you, brother. Yeah, it's 117 today was the high, and we had a dust storm come in from New Mexico, so it was really hazy. Normally you could see the mountains in the distance. You couldn't even see them because it was so hazy. So it's been, you know, a lot of indoor time spent lately because of the weather. But I do get out in the mornings and the evenings, and Wednesday for Juneteenth, I drove up north to Prescott, which is only an hour north of Phoenix, and the high was only 86 there. And I was at 6,000 feet in the forest, fresh air, fresh water, spring-fed water, going down the creek of the trail I took. Very nice. Julio's here. He's saying, Biggie D, what is your most played cab and least? So my most played cab would be my At Games Legends Ultimate. I play it the most just because I can hook my PC up to it and play all my Steam games. Also, I like Coin Ops, just being able to load whatever I want on it. So that gets the most play time. My least played cabinet is probably my Miss Pac-Man, and that's because it's more for looks. I don't really play it that often. It's definitely the least played. My Miss Pac-Man in black. I do have the Joe Zabo's marquee for it though, and I really like the look of it. And I will get on it and play Galaga every once in a while. But I can also play Galaga in many other ways and many other machines. So I'd say Miss Pac-Man gets the least amount of playtime. Jason's saying, yeah, I've been some nasty heat waves going around. We need some rain really bad here. Papa Brad Live is here. He's saying on my MVC2 control panel, the bolts were constantly loosening. I haven't had that problem yet, luckily. I haven't had any problems with this cabinet yet. I do like this game deck though. It has that slant to it. And you do have plenty of room, you know, for your wrists. And, you know, right here, especially to the left of the joystick, it kind of comes out a little farther. You can see right here how it's coming out a little farther. Just that inch or two or inch and a half makes all the difference. Now, funny you mentioned that, Papa Brad, live on air, because look at this. Look at this. See if I can get closer here. See that screw? That is loose after playing. See how loose that is? I'm screwing it in now with my finger. So I'm having the same problem that you were having. Oh, we got someone online wanting to play us. So we gotta fight. Let's see what this guy's got. Do a Kuma. Let's zoom out a little so the quality's a little better. Glad you told me about those screws getting loose. I had that one sticking way out. I didn't notice it. This marrow here is on the marquee. Oh, it picked for me. I don't know who this character is. I have to learn her. Ruby Heart. So we're fighting someone online right now. Now, of course, you guys all know about the bat tops coming off on these. Some people will use like a wrench and tighten them that way. I don't like scraping up my joysticks, you know, and that can scratch them. So I put electrical tape over the threads, and then I just screw the bat top or the ball top over the threads with the electrical tape over it. And that seems to keep it in place and they don't come loose. So there's a couple of different ways you can do that. Maybe I'll like this Ruby Heart. I've never played with her. No! He was waiting for me to come at him there. So far, so good with her. Definitely gonna win this game, but I can see where I lost. There were a couple times where I was going at him and I wasn't defending at the right time. So we'll do a rematch with this person and see if I can beat him.
Select your heroes.
We'll pick characters I know better. Iceman, decent with Iceman. Colossus. And then pick one Capcom. We'll go with Captain Commando. Someone was asking about Cable in the chat. I can't remember who asked about that, but we'll get to see that character here.
Who will survive?
Decent with Iceman, I feel. Are you guys seeing that?
Venom Fang.
We got the alternate suit for Captain Commando because we both picked him. I wish they had included like some other Capcom beat 'em ups on this. Like that would have been really cool, right? Have Captain Commando on here, especially if they're characters in Marvel vs. Capcom. That would have been nice.
Venom Web. Ice Beam. Venom Fang.
Like Strider, having Strider on here would have been cool.
Venom Rush. Venom Fang. Venom Fang.
Don't know what I'm doing with Colossus at all here. Joysticks are pretty good. I'm really working these joysticks, like, and I don't think they're gonna break or fall apart on me or anything. I think they've definitely upgraded those. The buttons are definitely, you know what the buttons are like. They haven't been changed. Same quality they've always been.
Open up for now.
All right, so they've got my number, but I don't think there's any other people playing MVC2 online right now, so we'll just keep playing this guy. At least one more match here. Just need to pick more characters I know moves to. So we'll go with Iceman, Wolverine, and then Ken. I do have a little hair right here. I don't know if you guys can see it on the screen. That's stuck between the plastic overlay and the screen. So I'm gonna have to take that apart and clean that. I wish they would do that at the factory when they're assembling these.
Viper Beam.
But other than that, Arcade1up, these screens are great. I think you guys know that, you know, owning these, that they make, you know, great screens with these BOEs.
Viper Beam.
The colors are really good.
It's your job.
Like my iArcade, I love the 19-inch screen, but it's a TN monitor, so like on the right side, it's washed out. And these Arcade1up screens just don't have that problem.
Tornado Claw.
Jeez, I can't get anything going.
Ice Beam. Leave it to me. Viper Beam. Scimitar. Viper Beam.
See, if I was just better at this game, I could beat him. There's nothing going on with the lag. Like, it's fine, you know, right now. I'm not experiencing any lag. It's just I'm not as good as he is. He knows all the specials and all that. So we'll jump out of that because he's just going to keep beating me. So I've got 4 wins, 8 losses. I would like to see more people playing MVC2 online because I'm having a good time with it. We'll spectate them. Oh, we got Galaga Guy 88 in the chat. Good to see you, Galaga Guy. E. Leo as well. Looks like there were a lot of chats going on there. Try to catch up with some of these. Papa Brad saying he just played Strider. That's a good game. Mike Cockert says he bought X-Men vs. Street Fighter for $350 from Walmart years ago and never opened it. Now he's going to be doing the full Nintendo Switch mod for it. Very cool. I love that X-Men vs. Street Fighter cabinet. I thought the look of that, that was one I really wanted, guys. You know, I've been wanting the X-Men vs. Street Fighter cabinet, the Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet this whole time. I just couldn't find a good deal on one. And then finally this deal came around for this one at $350, and I finally got that accomplishment of getting my first Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet. But this is one I should have had in my game room years ago, and it just never happened. Finally did. Papa Brad Live said hit the like for Biggie D. Definitely hit that like so more people will rewatch the stream later. It always helps with that algorithm. If you guys will like the video, just hit that thumbs up. Jason's saying up all night with Galaga Guy 88. Calvin Wong says try neti pot for allergies.
Your job.
Science Spirits 117. Papa Brad Live says that bolt's sticking up. It's way loose. We noticed that live on air, guys. So if you're rewatching this, these bolts can come loose. Papa Brad was experiencing it. I just experienced it live on air. And you guys can see it's loose again after just a couple of games. So I don't know how I'm going to fix that problem. You know, what's going to be the solution for that? I know there are these little like plastic, like little rings you can buy that you can put in between the plastic game deck protector and the screw. And it just kind of sits in between. Maybe that's what I need to do. I know K-Fox, he really promotes those, puts those on all his cabinets. Let's see here, what else everyone's saying. Elio says, good shit, Biggie. Jason says, buy 2-part Bondo. You mix it together on a piece of cardboard to activate it, then put some in the hole with a toothpick and let it harden. Once dry, you can screw it tight right into it. Okay, good advice. I do not have the HD pinball, Papa Brad. Looking to get the 4K though. See these guys duking it out here on MVC2. Carlos says, Angel likes my ALU the best. She likes to chew on the ball tops. And Jason also says you can also add a small bunch of toothpicks smaller than the height of the hole and screw it into that, and it will still be invisible. All right, good tips. Mike Cockert says, out of all the Arcade1up products that I've assembled, I have to say the best joystick seems to be the Street Fighter Partycade. It's actually perfect. And we've seen that, you know, where John D, when he worked there, he would always put the best parts in the Capcom cabinets because that was his pride and joy. And he would always leave the lesser products for the other cabinets. We've seen that time and time again. I really do like the joysticks, though, on this cabinet. I mean, buttons are definitely going to need to be upgraded, but These joysticks are nice. They're heavier, spring, I think, and I like them. You guys can see that marquee, the color on it. Looks really good. I don't think I'm gonna need to replace it. Papa Brad's Live says the best Arcade1up product ever assembled was the Defender Partycade. Yeah, they call that the Catalina wine mixer of Arcade1up's. Pull it out of the box and hang it on the door. Mike Huckert says, I want to see more people playing online. The Switch version will have more online matches in the first day. It is online than Arcade1up Marvel products have in their whole lifespan. I agree with that. No doubt about it. And Jason gave some solutions above with how to keep this stuff from coming apart and these screws coming out of the game deck. Mike Huckert says, got to do more than hand tighten those screws if you want to reduce the problem. Yeah, that is true. I want to tighten them down, but I don't also want to, tighten them too much, because then it'll crack the plastic deck protector. So, I don't know. I don't know what route I'm going to go, but I do like K-Fox's idea of putting those little plastic rings in between to keep it from cracking, and then you could tighten it down a little bit more, hopefully. And then also need to look into these ideas, tips that Jason's given us, see if those are going to work for me. And then let's see. Elio says, my cab is online if you want to get down. Yeah, Elio, let's jump into a game. Let's do that. That'd be fun. I'll jump into lobby 1 here, and I'll just make the code, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can jump on here for the stream and fight me real quick. That'll be good. 'Cause hopefully you're not real good and we can have a decent match together. Because these other guys, they've been kicking my butt. See if Elio can get in here. I'll put that code in the chat too if anyone else wants to jump in. Papa Brad Live says he doesn't miss this cab. We got a thumbs up from Elio. He's going to jump in real quick and play me. So we'll test out this lobby system with this code I put in there. So it's a private room, and he should be able to jump in. I got my iArcade over here, and I've got X-Men running on it. And then I've got my Punisher running on my Marvel superheroes. And then I've got my light up wall marquees there. Got Marvel superheroes, or Marvel versus Capcom, and X-Men versus Street Fighter down there. So that goes now with the cabinet that I own. Before it was kind of out of place having a Marvel versus Capcom, X-Men versus Street Fighter marquee. Now it fits. All right, looks like Elio has joined. So try to get where you guys can see it best I can. All right, that's good enough, I think. Gotta pick my characters quick. Let's go with Mega Man. All right.
Who will survive?
So I'm getting a little lag. We can see I'm at 176 milliseconds and E-Leo's at 145. So we're gonna experience some lag on this match, for sure. So it's definitely based on, you know, how far you are from probably who you're playing, how good that your connections are to the internet. See, we just experienced a little lag there. It's starting to improve though. Well, no, I say that and then it skips some frames. That's where rollback comes into play, is it'll catch up and you don't experience any of that lag. Like anticipates things in advance, so it doesn't do that.
Hey!
I think I got this game. Yeah. Won the first one.
I just can't believe
So the lag got pretty bad there during parts.
Select your heroes.
Papa Brad Live says, like, if freezes for a millisecond. Yeah, it's based on your connection. You know, if it's a good connection to the internet and you guys live close to each other, you're probably going to have a better experience online with Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Who will survive?
This match seems to be a little better. Now, every time I say that, though, it'll skip. I think I've got Iceman down. I need to learn 2 more characters like him to be competitive. This is Charlie, a lot like Guile. He was a Street Fighter Alpha character. I love Jill. I'm a big Resident Evil fan, so I like having Resident Evil characters in Marvel vs. Capcom. And this was the first time they had done that. And now you can play as Wesker and Chris, play as the Tyrant in some of the newer Marvel vs. Capcom games. But Jill started it all. Oh, he got me. He could win here. Oh no. Did you just beat me? Dang it. Leo beat me.
You got that killer instinct.
Let's do one more. We'll do best out of 3. Go with Storm. Try this Amingo, Cactus Dude, and Dr. Doom. I don't know any of these characters. I'm just kind of trying them out for the first time.
Who will survive?
But yeah, the lag and the frame skipping we're getting, I don't think you would ever have that in the fighting collection that's coming out. So it'll definitely be a must-buy to get that if you want to play online. But this is fun. I think for $350, it's a no-brainer. 600, I definitely wouldn't pay that. But you know, 400, 450, I think is reasonable for this cabinet. I like Dr. Doom. Yeah, I'm a fan of Dr. Doom already. That's a good special. Well, I won Elio 2-1. That was fun though. I'm gonna jump out now and I'm gonna wrap up this stream. That was fun. Appreciate you jumping in there. So I'm 6 wins to 9 losses and having a good time with this. So definitely check out Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Try to find a deal on one of these if you can, guys. I think it's definitely worth the money if you like the title and you can get a deal on one. You know, this cabinet definitely suffered from its early days, you know, all the issues it was having and, you know, the launch of this cabinet, just all the issues with online. But over, how long has it been now since this is released? Over a year. You know, over the year time period, they've been able to improve it with updates. The online's pretty good now. The games are a lot of fun to play. And it's definitely a great addition to my home arcade. And I will play it a lot. It'll be one of my most played cabinets. So I hope that this stream helped you guys in your decision of buying this if you were considering purchasing it. Also, if you guys have any questions about it, you know, put that down in the comments. I'll definitely respond if I've got an answer for you. And I'll keep looking for deals. If you guys are, you know, subscribed to Biggie D's Arcade, you know I'm about the deals, trying to find, you know, savings on this type of stuff. So just continue to watch like community posts, shorts, anywhere I'm putting news quickly so you can get to these deals before they run out. Because like for instance, this one I had to go through Best Buy customer service and do a price match. And I think the people who did it early on got the price match, but over a day or two, they quit doing it. So you have to know about these deals quick and as soon as you can to get some of them. But I hope you guys have a good weekend. We're going to have a big stream on Sunday. It's going to be a solo stream for me where we're just going to talk home arcade. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about this weekend. So make sure to tune in on Sunday. Also, make sure to tune in to James Hates Everything. He's going to have a stream tomorrow night. Looks like he's got some really good inside information, or maybe this is just speculation or him having fun, but it looks like he's going to talk Arcade1up and new cabinets. So make sure to tune in to James Hates Everything, and let's see what he's got to say tomorrow night. Israel Gaming says, loving the stream, Biggie D. Good stuff, man. It may be just a thought. MVC1 plays pretty smooth and not so much, if at all, any lag. Yeah, that's what I'm experiencing as well. Israel Gaming is that your Marvel vs. Capcom, all the fighting games that are included on this that came out before that, all play great. We're really just experiencing lag issues on Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and it's also dependent on who you're playing. You guys saw the night where I had an online match that went perfect, no lag, but then when Leo and I were playing, we were experiencing some lag. So it's case-by-case basis who you're playing. But 100% right, play your Marvel vs. Capcom on those older games, you'll have no issues. Papa Brad Live was talking about the sound skipping and the frame skipping is an issue for sure. Science Spirit says fun stream. Leo says much fun, thanks. Definitely guys. Also Jason put a link in the chat for us. Check out James Hates Everything tomorrow night. He's got a big Arcade1up stream. If you like talking Arcade1up, chatting it, we'll be doing that tomorrow night in his stream as well as mine Sunday night. So make sure to tune in guys. And I'll see everyone in the next one. Have a good night.
Capcom presents